Richard Branson, the British tech mogul behind the Virgin Group conglomerate, has led quite the successful life. Since he founded Virgin Records with Nick Powell back in the 70s, he's gone on to expand the brand into just about every industry imaginable, including airlines, publishing, mobile phones, hotels, and even space travel. These business endeavors have earned him a net worth of $5 billion according to sources from Forbes. And if being one of the wealthiest people on the planet wasn't enough, Richard Branson also counts a knighthood from Queen Elizabeth II for his accomplishments and service to the country. According to Virgin's website, Branson has no intention of retiring. Following on from an interview with media consulting company Thrive Global, Branson took the time to put his daily routine in writing in a blog post on Virgin's own website. Let's take a closer look at what one of the wealthiest men on the planet gets up to on a daily basis. One thing's for sure, Branson doesn't like a lie-in. He wakes up early around 5 AM and wastes no time getting started on his morning exercise, which normally includes either a game of tennis, a run, a bike ride, or even a spot of kite surfing. I don't know about you, but personally, you couldn't pay me to get dunked in the ocean before I've had my coffee. After breakfast, Branson likes to spend a bit of time with his children, Holly and Sam. Exercise and family time put me in a great mind frame before getting down to business, he says on his blog. Kite surfing is one of his favourite pastimes. He learned to kite surf 18 years ago in the Caribbean when the sport was still in its infancy, and describes it as lethally dangerous. When you fell, you'd be dragged underwater 100 feet and you prayed you didn't hit a reef. He explained on his YouTube channel, going on to add that he believes kite surfing to be therapeutic and often takes a half-hour break from work when the wind's up to go and ride the waves, so he can come back feeling completely refreshed and ready to go. Branson lives in paradise in the British Virgin Islands in the Caribbean. The name is just a happy coincidence, but Branson does in fact own his own island out there. Necker Island is a beautiful spot with luxury accommodation and can actually be rented out if you have some serious cash. The time differences between the British Virgin Islands and Virgin offices in 30 different countries around the world is one of the reasons Branson likes to rise early. That way, he can get his emails done and check in with his many business ventures. Branson has become quite the blogger and likes to type up posts in between responding to emails and calls, often giving his opinion on current topics in the news. His blog covers a mix of things dear to his heart, meaning no 2 days are alike. Sometimes he'll be sharing photos of his family or giving tips to help out young entrepreneurs, and other times he'll be speaking out about worldly issues. He also loves to share his thoughts on social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We all love a cup of tea, but perhaps not as much as Mr. Branson. The multi-billionaire drinks around 20 cups of tea a day to help keep him energized. When it comes to food, he says he grabs it when he can, which normally means scheduling a meeting over lunchtime. Branson much prefers a shared meal over formal meetings in a boardroom, as he feels it helps to keep things light-hearted. Speaking of meals, his days tend to finish with a gathering around the dinner table, where everyone shares stories and ideas. Branson says on his blog, "I can't tell you how many ideas have been dreamed up around the dinner table on Necker Island, some which are now driving the Virgin brand forward." When he's not at home with his family, Branson likes to invite local thought leaders and changemakers to dinner in order to learn more about the social and cultural landscape of the countries in which Virgin is operating. After dinner, he enjoys his final cup of tea and a last quick sweep through his emails and social media. If it's not too late, he'll unwind by watching a documentary or by reading a book before bed to help him relax. Branson isn't much of a night owl, preferring to hit the hay around 11 PM every night. In a post on his blog, he explains how he finds structure to the start and finish of the day helps him to focus and achieve things he needs to do. It's impressive he doesn't go to bed earlier, considering how early in the morning he rises. Branson says he typically needs around 6 hours of sleep a night to get up and do it all over again. That's less time spent snoozing than Bill Gates and Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos, who both rely on 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night, according to CNBC. The multi-billionaire is entering his 70s this year, but that doesn't mean he's slowing down at all. Branson has always been known for his adventurous spirit and has made several successful and failed world record attempts throughout his life, such as circumnavigating the globe by hot air balloon and crossing the English Channel in the fastest time possible using an amphibious vehicle. His last world record attempt was in 2008, where he tried to cross the Atlantic Ocean at record speed in his sloop, simply named Virgin Money. After 2 days at sea, the vessel was severely damaged by a monster 40-foot wave, and Branson and his 2 crewmates had to cut the attempt short in Bermuda. Given that experience, we might not be seeing any other attempts for a while. So what exactly does Richard Branson get up to these days in 2021? When he's not challenging Barack Obama to a kite surfing competition, he's mostly busy working for non-profit initiatives. Branson is a big believer in conservation and has pledged to commit $3 billion to combat global warming. That's the entire profit of his travel firms like Virgin Atlantic and Virgin Oceanic over the next 10 years. He has a history of philanthropy, beginning his first charity, Student Valley Center, at just 17 years old. He launched the non-profit foundation Virgin Unite in 2004, which is built on the idea that businesses can be a force for good by tackling social and environmental issues through the resources and talent of the Virgin Group. Branson and Virgin Unite also support a number of economic empowerment initiatives, creating opportunities across Africa, Jamaica, the US, and the UK. While most people would think about taking it easy at the age of 70, Richard Branson still manages to fill his days with plenty of sport, business, charity work and family time, not to mention tea. Do you think you could keep up with the multi-billionaire's action-packed schedule? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more glimpses into the lives of today's tech leaders.